welcome back to another video. My name is Brooklyn and today's video is going to be a little 48-hour vlog of the chaos that is the Chaos 48-hour readathon, part of the Get A Clue Read-a-thon, which is what I'm wearing right now. I'm currently quite sick. My voice is on and off, so it's okay for the moment, so I thought I would vlog while I could, but I really wanted to share with you what I'm reading during these 48 hours because I'm going to be reading a lot. It has been 24 hours nearly. I'm gonna say 20 hours it's been, and I have read 3.5 books so far. Well, I say books. We're trying to read manga, graphic novels, short stories, novellas, poetry and that kind of thing to get as many books read for our team as possible, because the winning team gets 2 extra clues and the losing team gets 1 taken away from them. So our team is really trying hard to get those 2 extra clues because we really want it, or at least to not come last, you know. So yeah, we're doing that, and I wanted to share with you. So the first 3 books I read were the ones that I was up to in the saga series. So I read volume 8, 9 and 10, and I've been reading saga for years, and I have only read them physically because I've been liking to collect them. So I've got from volume 1 to 7, but they're so expensive, so I found them on Hoopla for free. So I was like, I can't not get them for free. Like, I really love this story, and yeah, it's just great. And these 3, I gave them all 5 out of 5 stars. They were such a great addition. The way that the illustrations depict the storyline makes it hilarious, but also like so dramatic and insane. And yeah, I just love all the different aspects of this world, or worlds, or whatever. It's really, really interesting, and yeah, I just enjoy every single character, and the humor of it is just great. Very sad ones happen during this, especially volume 9. I was not okay with that ending, but it is what it is, and we move on. And I was like expecting, like, it's really left on a cliffhanger, and the last one came out in 2022, so I was like, surely there's another one out, but there isn't. It's coming out this month, so that was like really good timing of me to read them to catch up this month. But that means I'm gonna have to wait another year for the next one, so that's kind of annoying because I've always known I've got another one to look forward to. And the other book I'm reading is another graphic novel, and it's Kindred. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, and it is a graphic novel, like, adaptation, I guess, of the book Kindred, Octavia E. Butler's book. And this is like kind of, I guess they say it's science fiction. It's really rough to read, but it's done really well, and I'm quite enjoying reading it. It's just one of those hard reads. It follows this woman who is living in like 1970, I want to say, and her husband, and she is black and he's white. And anyway, something happens and she finds herself being transported, time traveled back to the 1800s where there were slaves, and it kind of follows her experience of being like pushed back and forth to her world and then back to the 1800s where she has to act as a slave to get through, and her husband ends up going. She's still experiencing like prejudice in her day-to-day life, and there was still a lot of terrible prejudice going on in the 1970s as there is today, but the difference between the 1800s and her present day is like a lot. And so for her to be in the shoes and to witness what these people, her ancestors, went through, and she like finds out she has a connection to this exact family, is just really eye-opening for her. I'm really enjoying reading it, as I haven't really read much into America during this time, and I really wish I had, because being in Australia, we don't really learn too much about American history at all. We kind of just learn about our own history with the Indigenous peoples and like the Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples and their history and their prejudice and the stolen generation and all of that stuff, which I'm sure Americans don't really know much about that either, because that's not what you grow up with and that's not your own country's history. But yeah, I just feel like I need to be aware of this. So yeah, I'm just enjoying this education that I'm receiving from this book, and I want to pick up more things like this, and I'm really glad that I was recommended to read this. So yes, that's what I'm currently reading. I'm about halfway through, and I am watching Nell's Sprints with Amy at the moment for this, so that should be going on for a few more hours, I'd say. And yeah, that's the plan so far, and I will share with you what else I'm planning on reading during this readathon a little bit later, because I have been looking for so many things. So yes, I will share with you a little bit later. I need to look a lot better in the next video that I put up because this is just not okay. Hello, so I finished Kindred and I ended up giving it 4 stars. I'm really glad I read it, and it was like really well done. I just think because it's a graphic novel, it was missing the parts that make the story like come together, and it definitely would have been shown within the book. But yeah, just through the graphic novel, I like it went straight into it. Like there's no like background knowledge, and some things were very confusing and some things moved really quickly. I'm not sure if that's how it happens in the book, but I could tell that there were things missing that were necessary to be in the story that couldn't have been put in a short graphic novel like it is. But overall, I really enjoyed it. It was upsetting to read, but very important for me to read as well, because I don't often read things like that. But yeah, I'm very glad that I read it, and I very much recommend it as well, and I am probably going to read the actual physical book at some point in my life, hopefully. And now I'm reading something a lot lighter, because I've been reading lots of graphic novels and things like that. I wanted an audiobook, and I wanted like something quick, easy, chill, and it is The Devil Wears Scrubs. I think that's what it's called, but it's by Frida McFadden, who writes The Housemaid. She usually writes psychological thrillers, but this is kind of like, I think there's 2 books in this series. I'm not sure if it's like going to continue or not, but this is just a really short book, and I found it on Hoopla, I think. I'm really enjoying it, actually. It's really fun. Basically, it's following a surgical intern who has just started her internship, and she meets this cute guy who's a resident there, and yeah, it basically follows like she's got a really good sense of humor, and it's just really funny, and you feel so bad for her. But because I'm watching Grey's at the moment, it's so good. It's just like listening to an episode of Grey's, really, and I'm really enjoying it. And because Frida is a neuroscientist herself, I'm pretty sure she's like a neurosurgeon, everything is like properly explained and stuff, so it's nice to feel like I'm getting a little bit of a medical education whilst listening to a cute little rom-com book. I'm about to finish it. I've got like 20 minutes left in it, so that will be my 5th book in 24 hours, which is really great. We've got a bit less than 24 hours to go, so I'm going to be reading a lot more tonight, which will be good. Hurry up and get through these because I'm taking too long and I need to get these points for my team. Very much so. Hello, I don't know when the last time I updated you was. I think it was sometime yesterday after I finished Kindred, I'm pretty sure. But anyway, if I repeat myself, I'm sorry, I'll understand when I edit it. But for now, I have finished 4 other things for this chaos. I finished Christmas Cupid, which is by Isla Madden Mills, and it was like a short Christmas cute novella on Kindle Unlimited, and it was so cute. I gave it 5 out of 5 stars. It was probably the cutest thing I've read all year. I really loved it, and if you just like that, like, not really hate to love, but I don't know, 2 people that get stuck in a cabin over Christmas when they both don't want to be there, they both don't want to be with each other, and they have to stay there because there's a snowstorm. Like, that is perfect for me. And then they end up, you know, working well together. So that was really cute. And then I went on to read The Never King, which is the first book in the Vicious Lost Boys series. I did not like this one. This is the first book I gave less than 4 stars, and I gave it 2 stars. I really didn't like it, and I think it's because I listened to the audiobook. I really need to not listen to dark romance on audio because I really do not like the accents and the way that they talk. Like, it really just turns me off the book immediately. So next time I listen to I'm not listening to a dark romance. I'm going to continue with that series. I didn't really like the vibe of it either, but I tried it, and that's okay. I also read Sheets. I don't know if I talked about that, but it was really cute. I've wanted to read that for such a long time. I really enjoyed that one. It was so cute, loved every second, and I really enjoyed it, and I've wanted to read it for so long, so I'm glad that I picked that up. Then I read a poetry book called Healing Her by Says Christensen. I want to say that's her last name. I really enjoyed this. It was really good. I gave it 4 stars just because some of the poems I didn't really connect with, but I did make a lot of annotations throughout, and this was on Kindle Unlimited as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and it was really like beautiful, like it's poetry, you know. I don't really read as much poetry anymore, but I'd like to, so this was really nice to go back into that. And now there's 3 hours left, so I'm really getting into it. I'm reading F.R.I.E.N.D.S, the graphic novel series by C.S. Pacat, and you guys know I love C.S. Pacat. So whilst I'm on Nicole's sprints with Neva and Nell as well, I'm going to be reading. I've just finished the first volume, 5 stars, literally obsessed with it already. Love everyone, love this little situation that's about to happen. I better go back to sprints, but I'm very excited to be reading this and hopefully getting some more books logged for this chaos, and hopefully Team Mustard comes out on top or close to the top, just not last. Okay guys, just not last. Mind my crazy hair. Don't mind my crazy hair, I should say. I finished the chaos, or did the chaos finish me? More like it. I'm like out of breath from how much I read in the past 48 hours. I think I ended up reading 11 or 12 things, and a very like big range of things: graphic novels, poetry, short stories, novellas on my Kindle, audiobooks, Hoopla, Libby. I like went everywhere for these. Scribd, I even got Scribd at the end there because I kept running out of borrows because I needed more of the F.R.I.E.N.D.S books and they weren't letting me have them. But anyway, we made it to the end and I gave so many things 5 stars. I ended up giving all of the F.R.I.E.N.D.S volumes 5 stars. I'm obsessed with them and I like love C.S. Cat, so I'm so excited to read. I think volume 5 is out. I can't find it anywhere, but it says on Goodreads that it came out like the other day, so I think I might just have to like go find that at the library or something because I'm not gonna buy it. Unfortunately, I don't want to spend all that money even though I love them. And then the next volume after that comes out in January next year, so I don't have to wait that long, but it's just obtaining them is the problem. But overall I had a very good 48 hours. I still like can't believe that. And I'm still in sprints with Nicole and Neva. Nell just went to bed, but it's been really fun and we've been really productive today. And yeah, I'm not sure what the outcome is for our team, but I know that we've done our best and it's just for fun, so it's not that competitive, even though I got pretty competitive there for a minute. But now I can breathe and relax and remember where I'm up to in the readathon. And although I'm not vlogging what I'm doing during the readathon because there's too much going on. I can barely keep up with normal videos and I was like, I can't really be bothered to do that as well. But for the next prompt I am I'm going back to reading Magnolia Park, so I'm very happy about that. Neva's just finished it, so I'm excited to tell her that I'm reading it. I've only read 1 chapter, so yes, I'm going back into that. But thank you so much for watching. This is probably going to be a really short vlog, but I just wanted to kind of show you a little bit of chaos in the midst of this Get A Clue Read-a-thon. It's been so much fun and we're only halfway through the month. I cannot believe it. I've read so many books this month. I've now actually surpassed my Goodreads goal, which is amazing. It's like the first time I've done it in such a long time, I think. So I've read like 80 something books and I'm really hoping to make it to 100 now. I've always wanted to make it to 100 and I think that this year may be the time if I'm careful. I don't know, we've only got a month and a bit left of the year, but we shall see. But yeah, this was really great. I had so much fun with my friends doing this and yeah, I'm excited to finally get back to like chill reading and hopefully being up to date with this readathon. But if you aren't participating in this readathon, definitely join us next year for it if we do it. I'm pretty sure Rainey was talking about doing it again. It has been the most amount of fun I've had, the most amount I've read, and yeah, it's just been so much fun and I'm really enjoying this and I can't wait to participate in more readathons as my time goes on YouTube. But yeah, this is it for now. Thank you for watching and I will see you in my next video. Bye.